I'm gonna attempt to beat Far Future with only catapults. Is it possible? Let's find out. On day 1, we get introduced to a lot of stuff. First, let's talk about power tiles. If multiple plants are placed on 2 or more power tiles, the plant food effect will spread to all of the other tiles. Next, let's talk about our new little friend, Blooming Heart. This plant does the same damage as the cabbage bolt, but the damage dealt increases after every hit, up to a maximum of 90 damage, which is even more than Melon Pulp. Does it mean Blooming Heart is better than Melon Pulp? Obviously not, since Melon Pulp does splash damage. Okay, one last little thing. On this day, we get introduced to the jetpack zombie. This zombie can fly over plants and is slightly more bulky than a basic. This thing is also really fast. This level wasn't hard at all. On day 2, we get introduced to the shield zombie. This guy can create a force field which spans across 3 lanes. This force field blocks projectiles coming at him. This zombie is irritating at its worst, but not the hardest zombie to deal with in this world. We do have a plant which can bypass the force field, but we didn't use it until later on, since he would be too broken. And hey, I want to make this challenge challenging. With Blooming Heart's high damage, we can easily destroy the force field, and it makes clearing this level a breeze. On day 3, we get introduced to the bug bot imp, who can fall from the sky during a bot swarm. He is tougher than the other imps, and his speed is hungry. I'm not kidding, that's what actually PopCat called his speed. Maybe all the fast people in the world are just really hungry, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Anyways, for this day, we only use cabbage pults. Speaking of cabbage pults, I am selling cabbage pult VIP passes on my channel. I'm not gonna force you to become a member, because people liking and subscribing is enough to support me. Anyways, this level wasn't a problem, so we cleared it easily. Crazy Dave, you can't be bombing the citizens of Far Future. On day 4, we get introduced to a new type of world gimmick, sun bombs. During this type of level, you cannot use any sunflowers. Not like we can anyways. However, sun does drop faster during this type of level. It can also explode in a 3x3 area, dealing massive damage to plants and zombies, but you have to collect it before it hits the ground or becomes a normal sun. The increased drop rate of sun allows us to create an army of cabbages. Is it the best idea? Probably not, but hey, it works. Day 5 was going smoothly until we encountered the Robocone zombie. This zombie is just really bulky. This leads us to some problems because I again only used cabbage pulp for this level. Even though it was rough, we still cleared through the level, losing 2 lawnmowers at the final wave due to cabbage pulp being unable to deal enough damage to the Robocones. Day 6 didn't let us pick up plants. On day 7, I tried using cabbage pulp only, but then I realized I was gonna lose the level, so I restarted and used Blooming Heart, which made it easier to beat the level. This is because Blooming Heart's high damage can easily deal with the Robocone's high bulk. Therefore, this allows us to clear the level easily on my second attempt, losing 1 lawnmower along the way. Day 8 was a conveyor belt level. On day 9, we were only allowed to plant a maximum of 15 plants. That doesn't matter because we'll never be able to produce enough sun to plant a lot of stuff. Let me tell you a secret. Using Blooming Heart's plant food, we are able to damage the shield zombie directly. This also works with any kind of catapult, and combined with power tiles, the shield zombie can easily be dealt with. At the end of the level, we unlock whatever this guy is. If I were to physically harm a plant, it would definitely be this thing. Just look at it. On day 10, we are introduced to the Discotron 3000, which spawns 4 disco jetpack zombies around it. This level is particularly annoying because we don't have a good way to deal with flying zombies. I mean, just look how many disco zombies there were on my second attempt. On my third attempt, I figured out the melon pulp splash damage is useful to kill the disco zombies. This is way easier because the zombies would usually just clump together. Day 11 was a last stand level. This level wasn't very difficult. The ability to actually be able to use Wintermelon made this level a breeze. On day 12, I figured out using Colonel Pot's plant food and combining it with another Catapults plant food was overpowered. Usually, using Colonel Polt's plant food is a waste because it doesn't do any significant damage. However, its stun proves to be useful because it can slow down all the flying zombies. This proved to be an effective counter against the Discotron, proven by the fact that I didn't lose any lawnmowers. Day 13 introduces the Mecha Football Zombie, who pushes plants to the left or outside the lawn if the plant has nowhere to go. The Mecha Football Zombie honestly isn't annoying to deal with at all because they are fairly weak, and most of the time our plants are unaffected by him since they are at the back. Along with Blooming Heart's high damage output, we can easily clear the level. Why there's so many of them? On day 14, we somehow lost all of our lawnmowers. And to be honest, this level wasn't even that hard. I'm just really stupid. But hey, at the end of the day, it's the end of the day and we win the level. On day 15, we have to protect these endangered citrons, which remind me of pufferfishes for some reason. I'm pretty sure it's because they both inflate into big round balls and they both have them goofy little mouths. I lost on my first attempt because one of the zombies ate the citron. On my second attempt, I made sure that didn't happen by using plant food on the citrons, which allows us to get some invincibility frames. So we easily passed the level doing this. Day 16 was a conveyor belt level. Day 17 didn't let us pick our plants. Day 18 was a produce sun level. On this level, we had to produce 6,000 sun, which is a lot. But this sun we produce allows us to place 2 winter melons, which deal a humongous amount of damage to the zombies. So all we need to do is stall out the last zombie, which I actually didn't fail at this time. Day 19 was another sun bomb level, so it was fairly easy to kill the zombies with winter melons. So let's just skip to the end of the level to where Garg dies to a lawnmower. Day 20. I remember day 20 just like it was yesterday. It was hard. First of all, the plant we are defending is Starfruit, which doesn't even shoot straight. Plus it is at the front of the lawn. Secondly, there are like 20 shield zombies in this level. They are just a pain to deal with. It takes so long for them to just die. After 30 minutes of attempts, I bring out Sticky Bomb Rice, who I specifically don't use too often because it would make this challenge way easier. You could even say I use him in sticky situations. Get it? Because Sticky and Sticky Bomb Rice both have the word sticky in it? No? Okay then. You see, Sticky Bomb Rice literally just bypasses shield zombies' whole gimmick. Plus it can stun zombies, so it takes longer for them to get to the Starfruit. I know, this plant is broken. On my first attempt with Sticky Bomb Rice, we won. Day 21 was a Produce Sun level. As you all know, I really suck at these levels, since I somehow always managed to kill the last zombie before I meet the requirement. I did this twice this day. Anyways, on my third attempt, things went smoothly. I actually used Wintermelon to kill the zombies, which I should have really have thought to use beforehand, but because with all the sun I'm getting, I managed to place 11 winter melons. Day 22 was a last stand level, so I used my signature setup once again. It didn't work. Then I actually tried to do it. I lost. And on my third attempt, I used this funky looking Catapult setup. It actually worked. If it works, I guess. On day 23, we could only use a limited amount of sun and a limited amount of plants on the lawn. Of course, this didn't stop the Blooming Heart and Melon Pulp plant food combo from actually just melting the zombies, since they both deal massive damage. This allows us to deal with multiple robocones and large groups of zombies. We easily beat this level. Day 24 was another one of those sun bomb levels. Because of this, we were able to save up for 2 winter melons and some other heavy hitters to easily beat this level. And day 25 was the final level. Subscribe to get notified of the next episode and have a good day.